Chapter 8, Homo sapiens, the dawn of humanity. As the Pleistocene progressed, a new species began to shape the fate of the Earth, Homo sapiens. These beings, known as modern humans, had evolved in Africa and were destined to play a crucial role in human history. Homo sapiens, marked by their intelligence and superior cognitive abilities, also presented notable anatomical differences that contributed to their outstanding adaptability and evolutionary success. Their skeleton, specifically adapted for bipedalism, allowed efficient mobility in the vast variety of environments they explored. The elongated legs and arches in the feet not only gave them a more efficient gait, but also freed their hands for more specialized tasks. The evolution of Homo sapiens' hands played a crucial role in their ability to create tools and express themselves artistically. Their opposable thumbs and dexterous fingers allowed them to grasp and manipulate objects with precision. This manual dexterity was not only essential for the manufacture of increasingly sophisticated tools, but also laid the foundation for the development of artistic expression. Homo sapiens used their hands to sculpt, paint, and create objects that went beyond mere functionality, revealing a unique capacity for creativity and visual communication. This set of anatomical adaptations was not only a response to the practical demands of their environment, but also symbolized a deep connection between the physical structure of Homo sapiens and their ability to transform the world around them. Efficient mobility and dexterous hands were not only products of evolution, but also essential tools that fueled the progress of this unique species in the Pleistocene. Hunting and gathering were the main sources of sustenance for Homo sapiens. They used spears with sharp tips and bows and arrows to hunt with precision. They also collected a wide variety of edible plants and fruits, allowing them to diversify their diet and use resources efficiently. Communication became more complex among Homo sapiens. They developed more elaborate languages, allowing them to transmit detailed information about hunting, gathering, and cultural traditions. The ability to tell stories and transmit knowledge from generation to generation was fundamental in the transmission of culture. As Homo sapiens ventured beyond Africa and encountered their evolutionary relatives, Homo neanderthalensis and Homo erectus, the interactions that developed were as diverse as the environments they explored. These meetings not only marked moments of cooperation and competition, but also generated a constant exchange of knowledge, technologies, and traditions between different human species. In some regions, cooperation between Homo sapiens and Homo neanderthalensis was essential for survival. They exchanged information about hunting tactics, survival techniques, and specific adaptations to the local environment. These interactions not only influenced their cultures, but also led to improvements in shared technologies, creating a unique synergy that allowed both species to face the challenges of their environment more effectively. On the other hand, in competitive situations, rivalries for resources and territory drove technological and strategic innovation. Competitive pressure spurred the development of more advanced tools, more efficient hunting tactics, and more sophisticated survival methods. These rivalries also left their mark on the cultures of both species, shaping myths, rituals, and daily practices. Genetic exchange between Homo sapiens, Homo neanderthalensis, and Homo erectus not only contributed to human diversity, but also influenced the adaptability and resilience of each group. The transfer of genetic traits and the mixture of characteristics unique to each species not only enriched the gene pool, but also provided a solid foundation for future adaptations. These complex interactions between different human species were not only isolated episodes in the history of the Pleistocene, but fundamental elements that shaped the course of human evolution. Collaboration, competition, and mutual influence generated a rich and dynamic plot in the evolutionary narrative, leading different human species to explore new horizons and achieve achievements that might otherwise have been unattainable. As Homo sapiens expanded, the social fabric of their communities became increasingly intricate. The emergence of leaders and advisors marked a crucial evolution in collective decision-making and the internal dynamics of these human groups. In these emerging societies, leaders were not only authority figures, but also individuals respected for their wisdom and experience. Leaders, selected for their outstanding skills and knowledge, assumed crucial roles in decision-making. They led discussions about hunting strategies, migration routes, and defensive tactics. The presence of leaders and advisors not only provided decisive direction, but also encouraged a deeper exchange of knowledge among community members. Collective decision-making was based on the accumulated wisdom of those who had faced similar challenges in the past. Cooperation was becoming essential for the survival and flourishing of these communities. The exchange of knowledge became a fundamental pillar since the different groups shared hunting techniques, gathering strategies, and defense methods. Counselors, with their insight and experience, played a crucial role in facilitating this exchange of information. They became the custodians of tradition, transmitting not only practical skills but also narratives that shaped the identity of the community. The complexity of these social structures not only reinforced internal cooperation but also facilitated peaceful interaction between different groups. Leaders and advisors not only guided their own communities but also established diplomatic ties with leaders of other tribes. These meetings fostered a broader exchange of knowledge and technologies, enriching cultural diversity and strengthening the collective capacity for adaptation. In this context, the figure of the leader was not only a skilled strategist but also an astute diplomat who understood the importance of collaboration in a constantly changing world. The technological advancement of Homo sapiens marked a high point in their ability to adapt and thrive. The refining of tools, such as flint knives, involved not only greater sharpness but also careful consideration of their design. Homo sapiens developed thinner, more precise blades, allowing them to not only skin animals with unprecedented efficiency but also perfect more specialized hunting techniques. These evolved tools became dexterous extensions of their hands, transforming hunting into a strategic dance of precision. Bone utensils, another technological marvel, not only fulfilled everyday functions but were also integrated into hunting strategies. Homo sapiens, with their keen intelligence, devised elaborate spearheads and harpoons, using bones as raw materials. The skill in the manufacture of these utensils not only increased their effectiveness in hunting but also allowed greater diversification in obtaining food, linking a chain of innovation that would reverberate through generations. The production of clothing, another notable technological achievement, transformed the way Homo sapiens faced climate challenges. The making of skins and fabrics not only provided protection against the relentless cold, but also marked a milestone in human adaptation. Clothing was not only a physical barrier against the elements, but also an expression of creativity and culture. The ability to manipulate and transform materials to create functional clothing not only influenced survival but also contributed to the identity and sense of community of Homo sapiens. In this scenario of innovation, each stitch and each cut represented another step towards greater understanding and mastery of the environment. Artistic expression became an integral part of the culture of Homo sapiens. They created paintings on the walls of caves representing animals, hunting scenes, and human figures. These artistic manifestations were not only a testament to their creativity, but also a form of communication and an expression of their relationship with the natural world. Spirituality and belief in supernatural beings became part of the life of Homo sapiens. They developed rituals and ceremonies to honor the spirits of nature and their ancestors. Understanding the transcendent world provided them with a sense of belonging and a framework of values. As the millennia progressed, Homo sapiens had left a deep mark on the Earth. Their ability to adapt, innovate, and cooperate had led them to conquer a wide range of habitats and regions. The Pleistocene, at this point, marked the beginning of a new era in human history, where challenges and achievements would continue to forge the path to the modern world. The Pleistocene, witness to continuous geological changes, was not only characterized by fluctuations in glaciations and the presence of imposing mammoths and bison on the vast plains, but also by the adaptability of Homo sapiens to a variety of environments, thus marking a dynamic phase in human evolution. The glaciations, with their constant advance and retreat, left their mark on the Earth's topography, creating changing and challenging landscapes. Homo sapiens, in their search for sustenance, learned to deal with these transformations, developing strategies and skills that allowed them to survive in constantly changing environments. The frozen plains were not only the domain of mammoth hunting, but also the setting where Homo sapiens forged their hunting and gathering skills. However, the adaptability of this new species was not limited to the vast plains. Over time, Homo sapiens explored and colonized coastal regions and lush forests. Along the coasts, they took advantage of the wealth of marine resources, developing fishing and navigation techniques that provided them with an additional source of food. In the forests, they learned to take advantage of tree resources and adapt their hunting strategies to the density and diversity of the foliage. Homo sapiens communities, upon establishing themselves in coastal environments, built their settlements near water, not only because of the availability of food but also because of the usefulness of the aquatic environment in their daily lives. Fishing became an essential skill, and navigation in small boats made it possible to explore new lands and encourage cultural exchange between different communities. In the lush forests, the symbiotic relationship between Homo sapiens and nature reached new levels. They developed specialized hunting techniques adapted to tree cover, using detailed knowledge of the environment to maximize their efficiency. Gathering fruits, nuts, and herbs became an integral part of their diet, and the making of tools specific to these environments reflected their ability to adapt. Thus, the Pleistocene landscape was not only shaped by geological forces and the presence of megafauna, but also by the ability of Homo sapiens to conquer and adapt to diverse environments. These adaptations not only ensured their survival but also laid the foundation for the species' continued flourishing as they moved toward the dawn of modern humanity. As the curtain of the Pleistocene descended, marking the dawn of humanity in its most modern form, Homo sapiens emerged as bearers of intelligence and creativity, qualities that allowed them to thrive and transform the world around them. The narrative of human evolution at this time was revealed to be an epic of adaptation, innovation, and a constant search to understand and dominate the Earth. With the closing of this chapter, we find ourselves on the brink of a new geological era, the Holocene. This period, characterized by a relatively stable climate, would see the continuation of the evolution of Homo sapiens and the flourishing of civilization. Homo sapiens, with their unique ability to learn, create, and collaborate, would continue to leave an indelible mark on the history of the planet. In the Holocene, Homo sapiens would expand their communities, develop even more advanced technologies, and their ability to alter and adapt to their environment would become a determining factor in the evolution of the Earth. As the centuries progressed, Homo sapiens would continue to explore, discover, and face new challenges, cementing their position as the dominant species and shaper of the planet's destiny. Thus, the Pleistocene not only represented the dawn of Homo sapiens, but also the prelude to an even more vast and complex history that would unfold in the tapestry of the Holocene, a time where Homo sapiens would continue to evolve and leave an indelible mark on the world. Fabric of Earth's history.